Hey guys, how's it going? So it's been quite a while since I've uploaded my last video. So what you can see here is I have been able to 3-star the Beast Labyrinth Floor 8. The team I'm using are these three, so it's a completely free-to-play accessible team. When I first cleared it, the Super Shot Elf was 5-starred plus 5, so she doesn't need to be 6'd, and the Elf was 5 stars plus 3. I think she was level 57. So I'm just going to do a quick run through it, and then I'll give you a look at the runes on the monsters as well. Something kind of to note about this run as well is it's not 100% reliable. It probably does fail about half the time, I'd say. So it's only got about a 50% success rate. I can clear the waves without any problem. The main trouble I encounter is on the boss stage, if the elves don't crit, it does wipe. So I've just 6-starred them probably about 10 minutes before I started recording this. So I'm going to start working on farming Boomer up. I'll be using both the elves to farm the stage, so I'll probably sit them in that stage till they hit around 70 or pretty close to, and then I'll come back and sit in B8 for a couple of days. Then I'll finish my Boomer grind when I get some better runes. But with the Super Shot Elf as well, I'm a big fan of her. I wasn't at first. Her runes aren't that great. My best runes are on my Stealth Elf, but I have yet to pull a 6-star slot 2 or slot 6, like crit rate, crit damage, or attack rune. So the Stealth Elf's just on 5-star runes. The Super Shots, I think she's 6 stars on all of her slots apart from slot 2 and 6. And Wham's on a mixture of both, right? So I'm really hoping I can get a slot 2 crit rune. If I can, it will make this way more consistent. My Stealth Elf's sitting at around 80% crit and my Super Shot around 70. We should still be fine even though Wham died, as long as these guys just don't glance and they get a couple crits. Alright, well, there's a crit. Alright, yeah, this is a successful run. So, as you can see, it's fairly consistent, but you could definitely see it wiping at that stage. So I'll give you a quick look at my runes as well and where I'm at. Alright, that is shocking. We can get rid of that. Alright, so these are my Wham stats at the moment. His stats are pretty average. They could be way better. I don't have that high of rune quality on him. Hopefully going forward I will pull some good drops. I mean, like, I will get some good rune drops from the B8, and then I'd like him to be around like 10 to 15k HP and have about 1,000 more defense, and I think it's pretty realistic as well. These are my Super Shot stats, so again, she's not great, but she does the job anyway. So that's a pretty nice rune. That one's average at best. That one's okay. Pretty average, and pretty average, right? So they're not that great. She has probably my best runes on her, so that rune I'm really happy with. Again, that one's average, but it's the best crit rate one I've got. That's a really good rune. That's a really good rune. This is a fantastic rune. I pulled this and it was a blue rune. It rolled twice into flat attack. So that's probably my best rune for slot 5. And that rune it's pretty decent as well, right? So it's 7% crit on it, 7% HP, flat HP. It's not a bad rune whatsoever. Right, so they're my Stealth Elf stats. So as you can see, she's around 80% crit rate. She has Elemental Advantage, but she still doesn't crit that often. So I'm not too sure what the go of that is, but anyway. So I'll give you a look how I'm doing in Arena at the moment as well. I haven't been farming it that much lately. I'm only ranked 67. And you can see I've only done my 1 wings today, so we'll have a go and see how we go in Arena. So should be fine. Oh, that is a much better elf than mine. See, I'm jealous. I would love those 2 runes. Because the problem with PvP is like my Buckshot and my Stormblade do better than both of my elves in PvP, right? But I have to unrune and de-rune, and it's just a big mana sink, right, to keep having to do it. So when using Wham in PvP, one thing you want to do, once he's awakened his second skill AoE attacks break, right, attack breaks, right? So you're going to want to use it pretty much first if they have any kind of nuking lineup, just for the attack break. It makes it so much easier. So that run was pretty easy to beat that defense, right? But I still do struggle against certain ones, particularly because I'm not using like the Nat 5s that are arguably quite a bit better at this stage in the game, right? Once Stealth Elf's maxed, the Super Shot Elf is maxed, 100%, they will be a lot better than my Nat 5s. But because they're just sitting at level 60, they're not too fantastic right now. Alright, so Stormblade, this one might be a bit tricky. Hopefully we can get the attack break on him nice and early. Alright, perfect, it landed. Alright, so we'll proc the blessing off with just the standard attack. Crit. Oop. Ow. Alright, let's hear it. Enigma. Yeah, Super Shot hits like an absolute truck, right? I'm so keen to see how good she is when she's awakened. Alright. So for those of you wondering how I've gotten Super Shot to 6 stars as well, so I did buy the Heroic Starter Pack, the one where you can choose an Nat 4, and I did choose Super Shot out of it, so I got 40 pieces that way. I also did pull her twice in a row from the Veteran Quests, which was really lucky. So in Veteran Quest 2, you get a Heroic Scroll here from the Force Quest, which basically is just a random full Nat 4, right? And then a little bit later on, you get another one. So that's another 80 pieces. Also, with Mirage Tower at the moment, I did just push through to floor 59. I haven't tried 60 yet. Here you guys can see kind of what the monsters look like at floor 60. This is why a lot of people say Kaboom is so good for Tower, right? Because he has elemental advantage over the last stage of it. And about the last 5, from about floor 55 to floor 60, Fire and Magic are the 2 elements that you want to use, right? So I had to rune up my Buckshot and Enigma. They're not ruined at the moment. They're basically, we're using Stealth Elf and Super Shot Elves to clear this stage, 59. But from all the pieces I got from that, plus Omni Gems, and pulling it luckily in the 2 quests, I have just been able to 6-star it. Alright, so with the adventures as well, I haven't done much more, to be honest, on the scenarios. I have a quest to clear this with 3 stars, which I think I could probably do, to be honest, but I haven't got around to it yet. I am still working on leveling up my mods first. But anyway, I just wanted to give you guys a quick look, really, of where I'm at on the game at the moment. So these 3 to do B8, it is a free-to-play team. It's not really farmable apart from Wham Shell and your Stealth Elf on the boss stages every day of stage 1. But Super Shot Elf works fine at 5 stars. And her rune quality at the moment is pretty average, right? So a lot of you guys would probably be able to rune her up a lot better than I can. So if you have her at 5 stars and you can get her crit rate to around, I'd say 75 to 80%, you'd be pretty set. And my Stealth Elf is average at best, right? And even when she was only 5 stars, she was still clearing floor 8 of the Beast Labyrinth. Alright guys, so that's pretty much it for me. It's just a quick one. I'm going to kind of wrap up here. I have been streaming quite consistently as well, pretty much every day, I think, excluding yesterday, for about the past week or so. So if you guys are interested, I'll link my Twitch in the description as well. And if you have any questions, just let me know. Alright, thanks so much for watching, guys. Take care. Bye.